Hello fans all over the world. Welcome back to our channel BTS Today. Jungkook BTS could not hide his surprise after hearing the news that BTS's voice had changed drastically during his military service. V, who is known for his distinctive baritone voice, is now reported to have deeper, richer, and more emotional vocals, leaving military staff in awe. In fact, some staff said that his voice now sounds more beautiful and touching, more than before. According to reports from several sources in the military environment, BTS has been singing more often in between his duties. His distinctive and characteristic voice now sounds more stable, with stronger resonance and increasingly perfect vibrato. This has made many people who hear it fascinated and unconsciously carried away by emotions. One of the military staff who had the opportunity to hear V's voice directly said that the idol's singing was so charming that it made the atmosphere in the barracks more lively. "We all fell silent when he started singing. His voice now has incredible depth, as if it could touch all of our souls," said a staff who could not hide his admiration. V's voice change even made his colleagues in BTS curious. Jungkook, who has been known as a vocalist with extraordinary technique, admitted that he was very curious and wanted to hear the difference himself. "I have to hear it myself. How can his voice be more beautiful than before? It doesn't make sense," Jungkook said with enthusiasm. Several fans who heard this news immediately flooded social media with various speculations. Some suspect that the physical training that V underwent during his military service helped strengthen his diaphragm and vocal control. Others believe that the environmental conditions in the military, which are calmer and free from the pressures of the entertainment industry, help V focus more on exploring his true voice. Not a few speculate that this voice change could have a big impact on his solo career in the future. If his voice was already so beautiful while in the military, what will it be like when he returns to the entertainment world with various new vocal techniques? Fans are increasingly impatient to wait for his return. One source said that V often entertained his colleagues in the military by singing emotional ballad songs. In fact, there were reports that some military colleagues shed tears when they heard his singing. "We didn't expect an idol to have such a touching voice. Even some of us who didn't know BTS before immediately became fans," said a soldier. Even more surprising, reportedly there were military officers who secretly recorded V's voice and shared it in a limited environment. The recording immediately became a topic of conversation among the staff, with many expressing that V's voice now has a more mature character, as if it has undergone an extraordinary evolution. Armies around the world are increasingly impatient to see V return to the music industry. Many hope that he will soon release a new solo album after completing his military service. If his voice changes to be more beautiful, then the next album will definitely be a masterpiece, wrote a fan on Twitter. Not only fans, music critics are also starting to be interested in this phenomenon. Several vocal experts have even tried to analyze the changes that might have occurred in V's voice. If it is true that his voice has become more resonant and stable, it means that he has developed a better breathing technique. "This could be one of the most interesting vocal developments in the music industry today," said a famous vocal analyst. Interestingly, several other BTS members are also curious. Jimin, who has a close relationship with V, reportedly even tried to contact him directly to ask about his voice change. However, due to limited communication during military service, they could only communicate for a very short time. Meanwhile, Big Hit Entertainment has not yet made an official statement regarding this news. However, several sources in the industry revealed that the agency is already aware of V's vocal changes and is even considering a new strategy for his upcoming comeback. If it is true that V's voice has undergone such a significant transformation, then it is not impossible that he will return with a fresher and different music concept than before. Could we see V with a more soulful or even more classic music genre? What is clear is that this change is increasing public expectations for V's future career. Many believe that he will return with a big surprise that will amaze the music world. Many fans are wondering whether V's voice change will affect his singing style in the future. Some vocal analysts argue that if his voice really has undergone a significant change, then he might explore new vocal techniques that he rarely used before. V is known for his deep and rich baritone voice, but if he has developed better breathing techniques and more stable vocal control, we might see him try higher notes or even more varied genres such as jazz, classic R&B, or a thicker soul. In addition, there is speculation that this voice change could be a big asset for BTS when they finally return as a group after all members have completed their military service. With V now having a stronger and more characterful vocal, the group's harmony could sound more mature and dynamic. In fact, some fans speculate that Bang Si-hyuk, the founder of HYBE, may have already designed a strategy to take advantage of this change to strengthen BTS's position as an increasingly qualified vocal group in the global music industry. If so, it is not impossible that BTS will return with a more mature and emotional music concept, with V as one of the main pillars of their vocals. Not only that, several insiders in the music industry also revealed that big producers are starting to look at V's potential after his military service. Several famous musicians are said to be interested in working with him on a solo project, especially if this voice change can really give a new color to the music world. Names such as Bruno Mars, John Legend, and even famous film composers are reportedly starting to consider V as one of the singers who has the potential to penetrate the international music industry even deeper. If this is true, then we can see V not only as an idol, but also as a solo artist who is able to shake up the music world with his unique vocal character.